I chose to start up into a new area that is stock market, and I learned it from scratch.
What was your relationship with money like, before we started working together or maybe even earlier?
2023, I had a huge loss. It was a IT stock, and I was holding these shares in a huge number. And the next day, the market opens and it is like 10% down, and I'm like straight 1 lakh minus. From 15 lakhs of capital, I went down to the capital of 9 lakhs. So your sessions were really a big support for me in my journey, because every time I attended them, I felt a surge of invincibility inside.
Can you share a few steps that you took that people can take for first of all trusting that this is happening and then being receptive enough that it actually came your way?
This book just kept coming back into my life in front of me at several places, and that book is.
So, my last question to you is, so welcome to today's podcast. If you have been on this journey of making money for yourself, maybe for your family effortlessly, maybe you're using manifestation techniques, and you're like, I'm not sure if this shit works, or it works, but you just need a living proof in front of you, then this is the exact place you need to be, because our really potent Sandhya is going to share her journey of how she very effortlessly created 5 lakhs. Not just that, the moment she did it was when she was in deep loss and the market went bad. I am definitely not using the right technical words. She's going to explain it in a second. And this time she did it her way, effortless way. And she's been in the space of working on herself, on her mindset, on her energy. She's been following different people. She has a lot of wisdom to share with us. What worked and what didn't work for her. What shifts did she make, in her mindset, in her actions, her habits that created that for her. And she's been very regular with the sessions we do in our community, like the most regular person, to an extent that she is doing every single exercise, to an extent that her video is always on, she's always present, she's always communicating. So that shows a lot about her, and she's gonna share her energy with you so that you can take that into your life and use it to create your own divine results with money, with a heightened emotional state, with beautiful relationships, and more, right? So, Sandhya, now over to you. Can you share a little about who you are? What do you do? And before you made this money and before you started the sessions, I really want to understand, like, what was your relationship with money and especially effortless money? So, yes, over to you.
Hi, Yuvika. It's so good to be with you on this podcast. And yes, I would like to share something about me. I'm Sandhya, and I was working into advertising agencies, started very small in Bangalore, and then slowly climbed the ladder, got into a good corporate setup, and I was happy. And then I got married. Not that I'm not happy after being married. I was happily married, and I couldn't land a job in Goa. So then came the phase of having a baby. So I was struggling to have a child because of the biological cycle or whatsoever. And then I realized, yes, it's the subconscious mind that I need to work on to actually get into a phase where I can just create anything from where I stand. And that's how I manifested my beautiful son, an IVF baby. And after that, I refocused on my career. This time, I did not go back into advertising. I chose to start up into a new area that is stock market. And I learned it from scratch. 2017 was the beginning of that. And I had no idea of numbers or charts or whatsoever. And I just started working. I stayed with it. I said, I am going to practice. Let it take 10 years or whatever. So it's been 7 years, and now it's kind of effortless. And it's a beautiful journey. I love working on my profession, and it's been going beautiful. So that is how my life has been, and a lot of exciting things ahead.
Nice, nice, nice. I see your son is here as well.
Yes, he's right here.
Beautiful. Hi. Nice. So one thing that I'm hearing from your journey so far is the choices that you've made, which were very unfamiliar. Like you didn't know what lies ahead because you literally didn't, right? Like I loved it when you said that I did not go back to my advertisement job and you literally got into a different career altogether, right?
Sure.
So, before you share, like I really want to know what made you switch, right? Because it's a really like change is the most difficult thing for us human beings, even like little everyday changes, but you literally changed your career and whatnot. Before that, I want to know like what was your relationship with money like, before we started working together or maybe even earlier. So what was that?
So I've really struggled with money because I had a lot of self worth issue because I'm not
Mm.
very highly educated. So I always felt because I'm not very highly educated, I cannot make big money. That was my
Interesting. Yeah.
conditioning. So I really started very small with a very small salary. Slowly I learned, I had good experience, then I got a better package and all that. So that was my understanding. Only when you work hard, only when you have degrees, you
Yeah.
are like able to make money. And
Hmm.
slowly that started changing after I was not able to find a marketing job. Then I realized, why don't I learn stock market? Because there is unlimited money. If I learn, if I, you know, uh, what do you say? If I become perfect into this about
Yeah.
reading the charts and knowing it, then
Mm.
there is no limit to it. So that was what my husband actually suggested me. Ki, why don't you learn it? And
Mm.
see if it clicks for you. I said, okay, let's give it a shot. What is there? There's nothing to lose. If I'm not able to land a job, instead of sitting alone at home and doing nothing, I better get started with learning process. But that's
Nice.
how my journey started into stock market. I did not know,
Mm.
but I said, if I stay, if I learn, if I gather information, I can click. So many people have done it. I can also do it. So that
Yeah.
was my initial phase of getting started with it. But even in stock market, I've slogged a lot. I
Mm.
felt like, oh my God, this is so much of hard work. I'm not
Yeah.
able to do. I'm not able to make profits. That has been my initial few years. And
Mm.
along with the small baby, it was all the more taxing because I had not known that everything can be done with ease.
Yeah.
Slowly, around this pandemic time, I joined a course with a lady and for abundance, for money only. And
Yeah.
that actually switched me to mindfulness.
Nice.
I learned mindfulness. I learned being with my body. And from there, my journey started. This is
Mm.
much inner and deeper work I need to do. It's not just the outside reality that I'm wanting to change. It's inside me that I want to
Mm.
change. Then I realized, oh my God, there's a lot of self-worth issue here which I need to recondition, or the conditioning which has become a normal has
Yeah.
to be broken, and I have to go
Mm.
back to the time where I felt everything that I see and I wanted, that was given to me when I was a child. If I said I want this doll, I would have it because my parents would buy it for me because I felt I was lovable. And gradually, what happened with all the hardships, I started feeling I'm not lovable. That was a wrong conditioning I had taken inside me, and that was really affecting the way my reality was getting created. Because everything that was inside me was reflecting all the hardship, all the challenges, and no money coming in, and feeling ki, why should I go ask money to my husband? There was a lot of turmoil inside. And then I said, I want to make a lot of money. How do I do that? That was my focus, like. Now that I wanted a child, I've had a child. If I can do that, I can do anything.
Yeah.
So then I said, whatever work it takes, I'm going to do it. And
Mm.
that's how my inner work just kept progressing, progressing, progressing. And I never gave up on that. Be
Wow.
it the intention ceremonies for the year, I did that. And when I got inspired to do yoga, I joined yoga for last 2.5 years. I've been doing yoga regularly.
Wow.
I am really fortunate. I got a very good guru, and she has guided me beautifully into this journey. And now I feel so balanced. Maybe I'm not lost all my postpartum weight, but that doesn't even tickle me when somebody says, "Oh, you put on weight. Are you
Mm.
pregnant?" So, I used to feel so offended initially. Even after delivering the child, somebody will ask me, "Are you pregnant?" Like, no, I'm not pregnant. I already have a child. I look so pregnant. That would
Yeah.
bother me. And now I'm like, no, I'm not pregnant, but that's okay. I have a beautiful child. This
Yeah.
body has supported me to bring in a beautiful child, which I thought would never happen. So I am so relaxed. Like, any opinion anybody has about me is like beautiful phase to be. And so deserved, I would say. I so deserve this peace of mind that I'm
Yeah.
just enjoying this peace of mind right now.
Yeah.
So it's been a beautiful journey, and more exciting things I feel are coming up.
So this is really inspiring because one thing I'm hearing is that you kept showing up for your internal world now versus being absorbed and consumed by your external world, right? And during pandemic, I'm like, it was a really tough time for the humanity, but at the same time, it did some good, which was people started realizing that there is just like, there are patterns, there are conditioning that are leading their life, and they thought they were leading the life. And no wonder that we were not able to create those results that we wanted in an easier manner. And I'm so happy that you initiated that journey here, and now your journey there, and now you're here, now sharing with the world that you can make things happen this way. Beautiful. So now tell me, what we want to do now is like bring out all the gems of your experience of creating those 5 lakhs. And I also want, I know that like if you focus on loss, you create more loss. Not from that perspective, but I also want to know, like, you got in a loss, you know, creating from that state is very different versus from a state where you already have a lot of money, right? Not that one is less than the other or one is more than the other. It's just that it is different. So somebody is watching this thinking that, oh yeah, it's easy for that person to make money because they're very educated, they already have savings or whatever, whatever, you know, but I don't. For example, if somebody is, in that state, they'll be able to hear your story and be like, oh, even when you are in a state of insecurity or losses, you can still make it happen. Your mind is going to bother you, but still, Sandhya did it in a way that it worked for her, and the result is out there, right? So, yeah, like, just share your entire experience through this process.
So, yeah, I would like to share about how I progressed into this journey of stocks and trading and everything. Initially, like I told you, I used to have some profits, losses, profits, losses. I was just there. I was just stuck into it. And I was really not moving anywhere. And sometimes I would just feel so like, I would have fights with my husband and say, let's just give it up. I'm not able to do this. And then I would again say, no, I'm not this person who gives up. Okay. And then 2023, Jan, I had a huge loss. Okay. I was in the process of doing all this inner work and I was keeping at it. And, suddenly what happened, it was a IT stock and I was holding these shares in a huge number. And the next day I open, the market opens and it is like 10% down. And I'm like straight 1 lakh minus. I just had 5 lakh capital, out of which I lost 1 lakh. And I'm like, what is happening? But
Yeah.
strangely, I did not panic. It did not make me feel like my world has collapsed. I felt like, okay, all right, this has happened. What next? I really recorded myself about what I felt that day, you know,
Wow.
and I just kept it for myself because I felt so good that I did not panic or that I did not feel like I've lost a battle of life.
Mm.
It didn't bother me as much, which I thought it would. And that really opened the gate for me that making a big loss is not end of life.
Wow.
That was a very big mm, self understanding, I would say. that making losses is a process here. So be
Mm.
okay with it. Big, small, all kind of things will happen. The more and more I practice being in this moment and practice being with the market, with the flow of it, I will be able to sail through very safely.
Yeah.
And I did not immediately make huge progress, but in the coming 3 or 4 months, the same thing happened in a reverse way also. I very well remember I was in Goa chilling. I went to vote and I was holding a stock in Voltas. And the next day I see it has gapped up, like I bought it and it has just went in my favor in a huge way. And I opened the market and I'm like 70,000 in profit. I'm like,
Mm.
wow, now this feels good.
Yeah.
Okay. So I acknowledge that when I'm chilling and when I'm just enjoying with my kid on the beach, things just float to me.
Yeah.
I was still in the process of getting into a practice of this creation, but yes, I experienced that bliss. So I made a note of it. When I'm at ease, when I'm chilling, when I'm just being myself and having the fun of life, things
Mm.
do go in my favor.
Yeah.
So we need not panic whether we are going in loss, and we need not be overexcited that we are having a profit. Yes, we can be
Mm.
happy. Of course, that's a matter of being happy. So just acknowledge whatever that moment has brought to you and let it be. Don't fight
Yeah.
it or don't get over consumed by it. And
Yeah.
that's how the process went on, the year went. And after that, in 2024, it was good for the first half. And in the second half, the market started crashing down, crashing down. And I started making losses, 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 losses. From 15 lakhs of capital, I went down to the capital of 9 lakhs. And then I said, if I have progressed from 5 lakh to 9 lakhs is also a good thing. I
Yeah.
focused on what was progressing here and not what was depleting, you know.
Yeah.
And then I said, I want to create a big amount. And then I want to go and discuss with my husband that our company is in loss. I was in loss and I have just covered it all up. I just did it like that. So your sessions were really a big support for me in my journey because every time I attended them, I felt a surge of invincibility inside. Like I can just conquer this world, I felt. I felt
Mm.
invincible. I can do anything I want. So that was the kind of boost I would get every time I was present with you. So I would
Mm.
never miss your sessions. And also that one journaling marathon, which we did for like 7 days, that was really a huge one for me. Because emotionally, there were a lot of, what do you say, bringing out the stuff out of me. It was a big, big tool for me, which made me remove all the thoughts that were just buried down inside.
Mm.
So the app questions just really made me easy to bring it out. They were like an anchor to me, which just
Mm.
went into the right place of my heart and just brought out that garbage thing and
Yeah.
unloaded a lot of stuff for me. So journaling, that was the first step with you, which I did, and I felt, oh my God, this is magical. And then
Mm.
I just felt drawn to you that I should be with her. I should be with her. It was an inner calling, that I should attend her session. Yes, I should attend her session. And I very precisely remember November 10th, 2024, which is not very long before now. I was in loss, okay, and I had no idea what I'm going to do. And I attended that session of yours. I was away from home. I was in somebody else's home. I was a guest. The kids there took care of my son, and my acquaintances were really kind to me to give me some space. And I was just there with you. I did not go out and, uh, just got distracted, but I was present with you. And that session really changed a lot for me. You said, imagine what you would be a year from now or 5 years from now, and what are you doing? And you made me think beyond what was happening right then at that moment. And you said you are already invincible. You can look back and see the kind of things you've created for yourself. So there is nothing that you cannot do. The only condition that applies is be driven by your intuition. Look for your intuition, that will guide. Don't just go around just like that without any direction. Look up to your intuition, and that will give you a direction. So that was very eye opening for me. And how do we tap into our intuition? We just start writing. We just ask the question on the paper and just wait for the answer to arrive. Or if anything just wants to flow, we just write it on the paper. Just let it flow. And eventually, after all the thoughts get emptied out, you start getting things, and you just start getting a direction to your life. And I just set out an intention that I want to make 5 lakhs, and I want the process to be very easy. I don't want any kind of uh, hard work involved into it. Just
Yeah.
like that. It just came to me. That's how the process should be. You said, what do you want and how the process should look like? You had asked me to note
Yeah.
that down. And I had journaled it out that then and there. And I set that intention, and within a month, one of my clients who's already invested some money
Yeah.
put a mail to me that is thinking to invest 5 lakhs with me, and he wants to see how we can invest it in different areas and how we can grow it together. I was like, wow, this is magical. I didn't even go back and speak to any of my clients that this is the right time. Market is thinking you should invest now and it will grow and all that stuff. I did not do any of the things. And that mail just landed in my inbox, and I was like just looking at it. And it was completely mesmerizing. And I said, yes, creation is done like this. The
Wow.
more clarity you have on what you want and how the process should look like,
Wow.
you just say it and just let it be. And
Yeah.
that's how things have been shaping up so beautifully that I cannot even explain in words. Like, it's so beautiful. Yeah.
I love that you said that you did not go out and speak to any of your clients that market is good or whatever and come and invest your money here. It came your way. And I really want people to take this visual for them. Like maybe, closing their eyes and seeing the thing, whatever they want coming towards them. And in fact, the process that you're sharing was a bit like it's the same, but it's a little different that you went beyond your current state in your mental eye, like in your imagination. You operated from a reality that you saw that this is already done, and you started sort of like living life from there. And no wonder that the money showed up like that.
Sure. Sure.
And I also love that you're highlighting your attention to the process, because a lot of times we're like, we want money, I want money, I want money, I want money. But then how do you want it to come in a way that is it a debt? Or do you want to receive it not enjoying it? That makes your relationship with money even more. And that's why a lot of people get exhausted in the process. And later they're like, I don't want more money in my life because it's tiring. I only want peace. What if you can have both? And that's exactly what you created for yourself, right? Ease and money. It's all a choice. Beautiful. So, for everybody who's listening, can you share like, because you showed up to the session, so you have gone through that process, and somebody who did not or who's just starting the journey with us, they can get those golden nuggets, right? Can you share a few steps that you took that people can take that got you in this state of, first of all, trusting that this is happening, and then being receptive enough that it actually came your way?
Sure. Sure. So basically, I was a very disturbed person, and I never felt life is going my way. So there was a point where I said, I have to break this cycle, right? Somebody from my old friends once told me that you have to work on your subconscious mind. That is the key. And that is where I got started basically. And my first step started with savers. That could be 1 minute each.
I really want to acknowledge that you have somebody in your life. I'm pretty sure more people who talk the same language. Like there's so many people on this planet who are like, oh, I would like a friend like that. Right? And for somebody who's thinking in that direction, let me just tell you that yes, attract such friends also in our community we have Sandhya and people, amazing people like her, who are creating their whatever they're creating through their subconscious. So if you're wondering that, wow, like Sandhya has a friend who literally gave her that advice, there are people like that, and you deserve to have such people in your life. Yes, go on.
Sure, sure, sure. So she was an old friend from 2008, from where I met her in Pune. Okay. And we were like, we had lost touch, and I just connected with her. She's a homeopath doctor, and she was my subordinate in Herbalife long back when I was associated. So I just got back to her and I said, I'm not able to have a baby, and this is my situation, and I don't know where to go, what to do. And my parents and my in-laws are like, no, no, you should try and have a baby. So then she was the one who got me connected. It is not about the reality you're looking at, but it's the subconscious that you have to connect back to. And she reminded me because we both watched the movie Secret together
Wow.
for the first time. So she reminded me. Okay? And then she suggested me the book Morning Miracles by Hal Elrod. And I started reading that and I started practicing savers. That was my first step into proper inner work. That was way
Yeah.
back in 2016. Okay. And I started, even for 1 minute of each is also good to just get started. First is silence, second is affirmations, third is visualization. You can do it in a way that you want. If you just go through that book, it will really give you tiny steps to just get
Mm.
into it. That may not immediately show you results, but that will actually get you started.
Mm.
And later on, you can just progress into it the way you want. You know, your mind will really grow with it, and then you will start exploring more and more and more. So
Mm.
that was my first step into it. And then at that time, money was not my priority. My priority was I want to have a kid. And so I worked on this concept for like complete 9 months. In the first 2 months itself, I got an idea that there is a good IVF doctor. We went, we met. I started in August. I precisely remember. I started in August 2016. And September, we met the doctor. And in 2 cycles, I conceived. And my journey started into pregnancy. I kept writing, I kept doing these exercises throughout my pregnancy to say that I have a healthy baby already and I've given birth to him and he is doing fine and all that stuff. So that really helped me. And in July 2019, I had this beautiful baby in my arms. And that was no less than magic for me, you know. And then I realized, oh my God, inner work is the thing. It's magical. It really makes things easy for you and you can create the life you want. But I got a little lost into, you know, taking care of the little infant, and I was like all over the place, and I lost touch with my own self doing things. And once he was 2 years old, I started feeling the need to be with myself because I'm so consumed. I was absolutely consumed by the baby, taking care of him and household chores and then all that stuff. One day I said, the moment he goes to sleep in the afternoon, I want to sit with myself. Come what may, let the world go to hell, let the kitchen go to hell. That day I started and I did not miss a day because it felt so delicious to sit with yourself. You're not able to control your thoughts, it's all right, let them pass. Just stay. Just stay there. If you want to write, you want to journal your thoughts, you journal it. Just sit there with your closed eyes, do it. Just be with yourself because connecting back to ourselves is such an important aspect that we don't realize the, you know,
Yeah.
benefits it can reap. It
Mm.
really changed a lot for me. And, you know, I started feeling, oh my God, meditation or just being with myself is really a game changer. And then I started attending more sessions like these where people talk about, you know, journaling, your mindset, and how you program your subconscious mind, how you get your subconscious mind to create your reality. And these kind of programs or sessions actually started making it better and better and better. And then I started doing this meditation of sitting with myself twice a day. I started making it a point, ki, let me just wake up before everybody wakes up and let
Mm.
me just sit with myself. And that added more fuel into it.
Wow.
Waking up before anybody else could engage with your mind and your thoughts, if you just be with yourself, that creates a magical day ahead for you. And
Mm.
then I also got introduced to Abraham Hicks teachings, and I listened to them a lot. And then I got introduced to this book. This book just kept coming back into my life in front of me at several places. And that book is Autobiography of a Youth.
Mm.
I went to the traditional, मतलब एक temple है जहाँ पे in Karnataka, where we prefer kids to go there and start writing their first letter. Okay, that's called Sringeri. There is a Sharda Peeth where there is a goddess. She is a goddess of wisdom. Okay, so we took our child. My husband also insisted. We took our child there. We visited the temple, and we made him write in the rice. They do a ritual kind of a thing. There's a rice plate, uncooked rice. Okay, it's put on a plate, and then you write. So that
Mm.
was his first initial day of writing. And then we went out into the market, and it just hit me on the face, Autobiography of a Yogi. And then I went to somebody's house there. I saw this book, Autobiography of a Yogi. And then I
Yeah.
went to my brother-in-law's place in Bangalore, and it was right there in front of me in his bookshelf. And then I just told him, I'm borrowing this book from you. I have to
Three
read it.
synchronicities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just felt so right that yes, now I have to just take this book and read it. I read that book and I understood. We can be so invincible if we just focus and we just connect with the divine. Everything can just change in our life. And that
Mm.
was my big breakthrough into this kind of path, into this journey. And after that, I listened to a lot of his messages and a lot of speeches and all that are recorded. He was in 1930s. He was an
Mm.
amazing man. So I just read about him, and then slowly, gradually, I kept shifting with the masters. They kept coming into my life and giving me what I needed at that point. It
Yeah.
just felt like they're personally just connecting with me, and they are coaching me.
Yeah.
Any kind of question that I had, and some guru would just come up into my algorithm of YouTube or say Facebook or wherever, and they would just come there and just give me the answer of my life. And this process just felt so delicious. I just
Mm.
didn't want to let go of this process. It felt very beautiful. And this continued, and this has kept me going, and I keep getting my answers into this journey, and it's just getting better and deeper and more expanding, like I would say. It keeps expanding.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful
Beautiful.
journey. Yeah, yeah.
It's gonna go out in the world and influence people positively. But I wanted to share one thing with you, and I did not share it before our call. By the way, guys, we prepared for this call, like prepared by doing a visualization, which was I asked her, "What's your intent for doing for doing?" I asked her what her intent is for doing this, and I shared my intent. We took like a few minutes, sat and visualized that happening beyond our intents. And like, if you live life more from the beyond while being in present, like that is the cheat code for making stuff happen, right? um you today influenced two people that you're not even, you don't even know them, and they are my parents. So I was speaking to them today in the morning, and I was telling them that, yeah, I'm working right now. I'm doing this, doing that, and I'm writing some questions for the which I did not even open for the podcast because it just flowed so naturally. And I told them that I'm interviewing someone who manifested 5 lakhs from my coaching. They were so happy, Sandhya. And something clicked in that moment. Till a point, the such happy news used to be about what I manifested. Like I would call them, I manifested 7 lakh rupees, 9 lakh rupees, da, da, da. And now it's about my client, my people, my community manifested this amount. And Sandhya, they didn't say that because I cut the call after that. I had to get on this call. I could sense it shifted something in them.
My God.
And what I can sense is, I'm going to ask them for sure, like after the call, what I could sense was, oh, so this work is real and they're aware of it. Because I have been on this journey, just like you have been on this journey of energy, healing, self development, inner work, whatever you call it, doesn't matter, since 13 years. So they've been seeing me outgrow myself very regularly, and they got on the same train. Like, oh, this stuff works, right? So when you are being you, when you are trusting yourself, when things are not going right, you're surrendering to your knowing, you're following your intuition, and then results are happening for you. It's not only for you, it's beyond you. People are watching you even when you don't know that they are watching you, right? They're getting positively influenced. So even without you knowing, you are making the world a happier place. And today you influenced my parents.
Oh my God, that's beautiful. Oh God. This feels so satisfying, right? I mean,
Yeah,
without your knowledge, somebody felt happy because you did something. Oh my
exactly.
God.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So before we end today's podcast, you messaged in our community how you made this happen. And it had like 5, 6 steps. And I saw that people were like, it looked like a master class in itself. It was a
Yes,
masterpiece.
you did mention
And
that. Yes.
yeah, and like people really felt inspired by that message. So I want to bring that out of the community into this podcast so that whoever is not in the community yet, they can receive that message listening to you.
Yeah, sure, sure. So, yes, first thing was being driven by your intuition.
Hmm.
And first thing, if somebody is planning to attend a session, whomsoever, could be yours or somebody else's, they have to go with a mind which is not there, okay? Because they have stayed with their mind for this long and something has been feeling not right, okay? They have not been able to click it into the place by themselves. That is why they're looking forward to attend this session. So when they
This is,
want to,
I'm
yes,
sorry I'm cutting
when
you, but I want you,
oh no,
want you to highlight this thing. This is beyond. This is so powerful. You said that go to these sessions, whoever they who. You said that go to these sessions without your mind, because it's the same mind that is controlling you. Boom. Okay,
yes,
go ahead.
yes.
So powerful.
So yeah, because before that session, your mind has been making you do things which have not worked in your favor.
Hmm.
Instead, borrow the mind of that coach whom you want to attend the session with and borrow their beliefs. Look at what they have created in their life that has inspired you to go there and listen to them. Borrow what they have been doing, their beliefs, their thoughts, and become their mind. You know, let go of your mind. Be an empty cup, just go there and fill your mind with what they have to say. And that
Yeah.
really helped me because when you said you are invincible, I just believed it without a second thought. Because I
I
said, if I want, yeah, yeah.
Hmm. For somebody who's thinking that, oh, but then, like, if I borrow my coach's beliefs, then I'm not being me. Let me just break it to you that you are anyway borrowing thoughts and beliefs and emotions by living. Like, we're always getting influenced anyway. So why not just get influenced in a way that it serves you well? Yeah, go on.
Absolutely. Because there are so many distractions in today's life that you are being influenced by influencers on social media in any which way. And
Yeah.
most of the times they are making you feel small because whatever they're showing is a lot of glitz and all that, which is not real. So instead, choose a coach who can really make your life beautiful and just borrow their mind and go there with an open heart, with an open mind, with an intention of receiving. As a
Yeah.
female, I can tell you that being in the receiving mode can actually create a life. You know what I mean? I was in the receiving mode to have this child. I just surrendered to that doctor there and I said, I want this child. And I
Hmm.
just stayed in that surrender state and received it. And I said, it did its work. It nurtured inside my womb. And I was just there. I did not do anything. It was effortless. And the life just came out into this world. And
Yeah.
that's here around me, playing. And I can just look at him, and every moment I can feel that what I have created is beautiful.
Yeah.
That was only because, that was only because I was in the receiving mode. I was open to
Yep.
receive.
Yeah.
That could be a baby, that could be knowledge, that could be wisdom, that could be lessons, whatsoever that could be,
Yeah.
be open to receive.
Awesome. Like, because you have lived through this, you're sharing so many gems with us. So I have one more question.
Sure.
You've gone through a lot of exercises, tools, and stuff with us, right?
Yeah.
In our community. For people who haven't and they want to grow, can you share maybe 3 exercises or tools that worked the best for you or you resonated with the most since last year that we've been working together?
Yes, the first one has been the journaling exercise, Just pour out your thoughts, and sometimes it can be specific questions also. Sometimes you just fortunate enough to get connected with a very good coach like you, who can just channelize those exact questions which you needed to bring out the perfect answers or perfect thoughts to pour out on the paper. Or you can just come, open your journal, get up in the morning, first thing first, just start writing. And you can just start from, what do I want to write? You can even start with that sentence and things will start flow. That was the first two. And the second one is the grounding. You just sit your legs on the floor and just connect, be grounded, and just relax. That actually gets you into the state of, receiving, because you just give away all the resistance inside your body, the tension inside your body. That really makes you feel calm. And the third one is, which really inspired me about you, is the act as if, which you have created while you wanted to become a speaker. The steps are so beautifully curated, and the way you explained in your YouTube video, I was like, so my God, I was like completely in awe of it. So nicely explained.
We're linking it here so that somebody who doesn't know what it is, what act as it is, like you can learn about it. Yeah.
So these 3 steps have been pillars of creating the life I wanted. Yeah.
Nice. Like one thing I am observing in your entire journey of transformation is that, you kept showing up. Like you never stopped. It's not like, oh, life is so awesome now, I'm going to stop. And that's fine as well. But then eventually we realize that it's like brushing your teeth. It's not like if your teeth are clean today, you're not going to brush them tomorrow. You know that you're brushing them tomorrow as well, right? The same way you kept showing up. And that is why, what I'm understanding, like you were able to be in that state of receptivity because for us human beings, it's not the easiest thing to tap into right away, especially when we are so conditioned from our past.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Awesome.
True.
Okay, it was really, really, really amazing having you here and getting to know, like your entire process. Like it's so deep, we can speak for 3 more times and we will still be done. Amazing. I have very last question for you. So, a huge congratulations for building this amazing life for yourself and your family. And now your son has you to look up to know that life can be lived this way. You're literally influencing him every day by you being you and you choosing ease and you choosing abundance. That's the biggest gift that you can give to your child, right? For people who got inspired by your journey, and they're like, I want to do these things that she did and she is doing. And now you're in another community that we started, which is Money Power Circle, right? So, do you have like one message for them why they should be in a space like this?
Okay. Sure. So, one thing is, life outside of this has not been able to give you this kind of joy and satisfaction. You're not here really to make wealth. Okay. You're not going to carry that wealth when you die. We all die one day. and wealth is not permanent. The thing that remains with us is how we live, what we felt, how much joy we brought to the world. And only if we do this work, we will be able to influence others around us in a positive way.
Wow.
So that is one major reason why somebody should be connected into such communities. That is the biggest reason I would be associated, because money can be created, but peace of mind, bliss, huge amount of joy inside you, which money cannot bring. Money can bring other things. It can bring joy into your life, but not the inner joy, which is beyond material things. There is some state which you want to experience, and you want to experience it more often, which I always experience when I have sessions with you.
Yeah.
That is the most satisfying feeling for me, and that always brings me back to your sessions. Money is going to be made if my inner state is so good, if I'm so satisfied, if I'm so feeling worthy about myself, if I feel I deserve the best life, that should become an internal state. Only then the outside reality shifts.
Wow.
So to achieve that satisfaction, you want to be connected to such communities. That is my message.
Beautiful. The best end to this podcast. In fact, I would say this is the beginning for many people. And
Absolutely.
yeah. And this is a message to anyone who's watching. Write in the comment first, what was your biggest takeaway? Because one thing I've learned from entire process of Sandhya is that she was very intentional. It wasn't just passive. It wasn't just, okay, fine, I'm going to show up on the sessions and just like listen and then exit. If you're doing that, that's also fine. That's part of your process. But she was very intentional. Hence, we would love to hear what was your golden takeaway. And second, share with us what is that one exercise or one tool that she shared that really inspired you and you're going to be executing in your own life. Okay, cool. Thank you, Sandhya. Thank you so much for not only doing this, first of all, like it takes a level of vulnerability, man, but also being like so much in flow and like sharing such golden nuggets. Like with every sentence you were saying, I was like, oh, this is so awesome. Thank you so much.
The pleasure was completely mine, because I was looking for an opportunity where I can just share what I have built till now and how it can inspire somebody. And you just showed up here in a magical way, like a white fairy, that yes, here I am to interview you. Come on, share what you have learned in life. And it just feels so right. It just feels so right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for having me on this podcast. I'm forever grateful to you. And I wish many people get what they were looking for through this. And thank you again. Thanks a lot.
Awesome.